Hello, this is Headrat, and welcome to another Let's Play. This is a game called 60 Seconds, and in this game, you've got to try and survive through an apocalypse. Let's get through it and have a look, see what it looks like. Click New Game. It's very jolly music. And here we have our, this is the major sort of starting screen. We've got a drill. This is basically the dry run, the practice. You can do just some scavenging or just some survival, or you can go for the apocalypse. So we're going to go for the apocalypse. I'm going to see how we survive. Now in this game, you get a little bit of time to have a look around your house and gather as many things as you can to throw into your bunker before the nuclear assault begins. And if you're not in the bunker, you died. So, here comes the house. There's me. I get a few seconds grace to look around. I'm looking for things that I can collect. Anything that might be useful, including family. So that might be quite a good thing to have. But, alright, we're going to go with this scout book here. Oh, here we go. It's the alarm bells. We've got to go, go, go. Let's rescue the wife. Wifey, come with me. I'll save you. She vanishes in a puff of smoke. Ow, I hit the wall. That's not good. And that's the wrong direction. Oh my god. Right, here we go. Here is the shelter. We can throw our stuff in there and go find some more stuff. What have we got in here? Anything worth grabbing in here? There's a sun. We'll grab a sun. He's good. We'll get some food as well and some water or stuff. And got some soup. Soup is like the most important food stuff ever known to man. Okay, it will keep you alive in all sorts of situations. Let's get whatever that is. That's some water. Dump it off. The suitcase, there might be some good stuff in the suitcase, there might not, but let's see what else there is in the house. We've got some water here, we've got nothing, there's nothing around here. Okay, let's see what else we can find. An axe. Axes are always useful. Okay, in case it's a zombie apocalypse. Oh my gosh, there's 2 seconds, I better run, run, run! That first minute's a little bit intense. You've got to get all the stuff you can, and I'm not sure I got an awful lot there, but we'll see what happens when we go down into the shelter. And after that intensity, we now have a period of time where we are basically going to be sitting around trying not to die. Okay, well, this is the situation, as we can see. There's me, looking very macho and pleased with myself, having rescued the wife, Dolores. Okay, my name's Ted, by the way. And over here, we've got little Timmy. And Timmy looks very keen as mustard to get on with some scouting from his Boy Scout book. That's a fly. Get out of the room, fly. Come here. We've got a suitcase, we've got an axe, we've got chessboards, lots of soup and water. A gun, I don't remember picking that up, but I must have got it in there. Must have got it somewhere. A lock, and here's the diary. Oh, no, yeah, chessboard, I said that. Right, so let's have a little. Oh, and the missing seat here. Somewhere in the house was my daughter, who I failed to find and bring down. So, unfortunately, she's been blown up by a nuclear bomb. Hey-ho, such is life. And so now we'll have a little look. This is the diary, and it tells us all about what's going on here. This is how we interact. So, day 1. Almost all of us made it to the shelter. Almost. That would be the daughter that we didn't get. All we can do now is start thinking of creative ways to serve our canned soup. Okay, we vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favour. We got a gun. I didn't pick up a gun. I didn't think I had. That was already in the shelter. Hey, look what we found in the suitcase we grabbed upstairs. Good thing we didn't unpack our holiday luggage. What do we get? What do we get? A chessboard. Why on earth would I take that away on holiday? But there we go. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, we'll sleep on cans, we'll even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Oh dear. There's just barely enough water for everyone. We'll have to ration it strictly. Okay, so that's the situation. So here we have it. Now this is how you will ration your food. For each player, oh, there's the daughter who isn't with us, sorry about that. Each player you can choose to give them water or food, and all food is tomato soup, obviously. And we have 3 cans of tomato soup and 3 cans or 3 bottles of water. Each can and each bottle has 4 servings. So when you give a serving to somebody, it takes away a portion of these. And we don't have a lot, really, to be honest. So, that's not good. But we don't need to give them anything today because everyone's fed and watered. Those have been feeding and drinking quite well. Day 1, oh dear, we just remembered we planned on taking a trip south in 2 months. If it's still there, we are going, right? We're pretty sure they don't bomb warm places. Of course they don't. That would be, criminal to do that. Just cold places, that's where they want. So let's have a little look-see. Okay, day 2 begins. As you can see, I sort of didn't bring a razor down with me and kind of develop as time goes by. But we'll see what happens. You can sort of click these lights and make them flash, which is quite cool. Apologies for any photoepileptics out there that I just did that. Should really give you a warning. Not to worry. Let's move on. And day 2, we can make it work, even in Toronto. Question is, how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. Okay, I don't really think their geography's up to much. Despite the dire circumstances and all the trouble we're going through, Timmy has been very brave. Of course he is. Life is hard for all of us right now, but Dolores is in a good mood today. We hope it'll stay this way. And Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Right, so in that text there, it normally tells us whether we need to feed them or water them. And nobody seems to be hungry or thirsty there, so we will just move on. Okay, so sometimes, every so often, you'll get an option to start an expedition to go out and scavenge for stuff. Now, this is a really good idea if you have a gas mask, which I don't. And unfortunately, it looks like the area is still radiated. Going to the wasteland right now is unsafe, unless you don't mind getting sick. Well, I don't want to get sick, and I don't want the wife getting sick, because that would be bad. So, Timmy, looks like you're going to be getting sick. We're going to send Timmy out on an expedition. This is terrible. We can't sleep. We've been having problems with sleeping ever since we got down here. But now it's worse than ever. If we don't deal with this problem, we won't be able to cope with any other challenges that await us outside these thin shelter doors. And here, normally you'd use one of your items to achieve a goal. And you need a med kit for this one, which should be hanging about here. Sadly, I don't have it. Next. Have to go without sleep, people. Oh dear, yes, looking a bit tired now. Everyone's looking a bit well. Actually, Dolores is looking surprisingly okay, but Timmy's tired. That's not good if I want to send him out. He's thirsty and tired. Ted is thirsty and tired. Dolores is just thirsty. Okay. Well, let's have a little look-see then. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away, or save us from radiation sickness. I don't think Ted's too bright, I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure he's really got the hang of this sort of war, nuclear radiation, holocaust type situation. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink. Timmy is really tired. And Dolores has to drink sometimes. All Ted wishes for a few drops of water. Ted is really tired. So they all need water. Let's give them some water. So we click on the bottle, and you can see down here the bottles are getting smaller as we're taking out servings for each of our people. So that's nearly a third of our water gone pretty much straight away. Boom. What to take outside? Okay, now we can't send Timmy anymore because he's tired. But Dolores is okay, so we can send her. We could send her with some stuff, like an axe, chessboard, gun, Boy Scout book, suitcase. We'll send her with a suitcase. You never know, she might be able to pack it with lots and lots of tasty morsels for us to eat and drink. So let's send her off. Bye-bye, Dolores. Bye-bye. So day 4, Dolores is gone. See us. And, well, it's just us men folk here now playing drafts or checkers or chess or whatever else we're doing with it. Now, Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she make it back safe and sound. She's taken some equipment, a suitcase with her, and Ted is fine. The suitcase is now disappeared. So, no one needs any food or drink, which is just as well, because we haven't got much. Let's move on. We keep dreaming about those little things we did back in the day when there weren't as many bombs falling down, not on our heads anyway. Oh, okay. Well, we might be dreaming about them, and they definitely want some cake, but we haven't got any. They're not looking very happy, are they? I mean, come on, guys. It's not as if the world's come to an end. Oh, wait. Yes, it has. Day 5. Who knows? Maybe the new world. we'll offer new opportunities and it won't be that bad. Timmy seems okay, as much as he can be in the current situation, and there's nothing going on with Ted, nothing new anyway. So, we don't have to feed them or water them, let's move on. Being safe down here is much better than being pulverized out there, but that doesn't mean we don't want to go outside. Maybe we could take a walk soon. The neighbourhood is probably much more peaceful since the bombings. Yeah, it could be, or you could just die of radiation sickness. We'll find out when Dolores gets back. Of course, she might not get back. That's the risk you take when you go out on these scavenging missions. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Water for Timmy would be nice. Ted needs water to survive. Okay, so we'll get some more water out. It's not good. Okay. It's just everything. Alright, unfortunately, I need a radio for this, but we don't have one. I forgot to pick it up. Well, forgot is a strong word. In my running around in headless panic, I didn't pick it up. Day 7, there's nothing here. Maybe, if we tried really hard, we can hear the neighbours in the shelter. Possibly. Timmy's very hungry, Ted's stomach is rumbling. So let's give him some grub. We got loads and loads and loads of soup, so that's all good. And spiders seem to be operating under the assumption that they have all the same rights to this shelter as we do. They're everywhere and don't seem scared of us. It's time we change that. Don't want any more spiders in our soup? No sir. Well, bug repellent would be good, medkit apparently, but we've got a book. I guess we can splat those bugs. Let's see what happens on day 8. Still no Dolores, this is not good. She should have been back by now. I think we might be losing her. Good book is solution to any problem you encounter. It includes marauding spiders, a few precise hits, and suddenly every spider is aware of what the word decimation means. Quite right, show them spiders. We also found a misplaced soup can while hunting. Those pesky spiders, that was one bountiful hunt. But apparently spiders like soup too. Timmy's okay as much as he can be. Ted is fine. We don't need to give him any stuff. We've got loads of soup now. We don't have a radio still. So sadly we can't listen to what's going on out there in the big bad world. Let's move on. Okay, so on day 9, was that day 9? Day 9, oh, and Timmy's looking healthy again, which is really good. There's one thing we need to do, is use a radio on a regular basis, yes, but we don't have one. Timmy doesn't need much, but he should drink, and Ted also needs to drink, so let's give them bit of water, and we are rapidly running out of this stuff. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, why not play some games? Not just for kids, you know. Come on, Dolores. Yes, that door noise, if you heard it, that was Dolores. There she is. And, well, zombie Dolores by the looks of it. She's not looking very healthy, but look at this stuff. Excellent. Let's see how she got on. We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W. Okay. We're glad to see Dolores come back safely on the wasteland. And we've got that suitcase. Oh yes, she brought the suitcase back. Turned out the calling an ambulance is not an option anymore. We reached the hospital, it's in ruins. But parts of it turned out to be still standing, more or less. We decided to go through the rubble and make the best of it. Dolores' trip. Plenty of bottles of liquid in some of the wards. Peroxide or not, water is water and beggars can't be choosers, so we got 2 bottles of water. Or peroxide. It wasn't hard to find a fully equipped first aid kit after all. It is a hospital, that is a good point. So we've got a first aid kit, great. One of the surviving hospital beds had a gas mask hanging on it, along with a note that read, wear this, patient smells really bad. That's a bit harsh. But yes, a gas mask, we got that. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of the situation, he even seems cheerful. Dolores would really love to eat something. She came down with a sickness. She's really tired. Oh dear, she's in a bad way. And no problems with Ted. So, we need to give Dolores some food. And she's sick, so we could use the med kit that we got straight away. And I think that might be a good plan. We've got plenty of food and water for them. So let's make her healthier. Ah, right. The neighbourhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now. That's true. So let's send Timmy. Don't want to go. Timmy is quite enthusiastic about the trip, so let's give him a chance. Could have sworn that huge puddle of water wasn't there earlier. And there goes another one. Oh damn it, we're getting flooded. It's grab some of our supplies before they start floating. So we can save one of these 3 items if we had one of these 3 items. Which we don't, so we can't. Move on. Day 11. I'm going to get rescued soon, I can feel it in my bones. And looks like Ted's fine again, which is really good. Dolores is looking a bit tired though. Yeah, hungry and tired. So we can't send her out on any missions, but that's okay. One heck of a flood. No one supposed to be rained on indoors. Post-apocalyptic world, anything goes. The water's gone and there doesn't seem to be much damage. But we still need to dry the bunker and ourselves. Okay, well that's not a problem. Not a lot else to do. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best situation. Good. Dolores has not eaten for a while. She was cured from her illness, so that's good news, and Ted is rested. So Dolores needs some food, but everyone else is fine. Move on, it's all good. Right, so now we've got a choice of who to go. Now I could bravely go out there and save my son from the perils of going outside into the... but I won't. So we're going to send Timmy instead. Alright, Timmy's going to take the suitcase. He's also going to have the gas mask so that hopefully he will be okay from the radiation. And what else should we give him? Should we give him the axe? That way, if he comes across any nasty zombie apocalypse type people, he can kill them. So yeah, let's go. Alright, off goes Timmy. Outside, just me and the wife. What could possibly go wrong? Dolores. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what he'll do if he doesn't come back. He's got some kit. Dolores needs some food and some water. Ted needs to drink. Oh dear. We're draining our resources. Now, if they need both of them, I could click them individually or just click on her face. There she goes, and now she's eating everything. If I click on her again, no food. Food drink. No food drink. Food drink. Okay, I'll let her have some. I'm not going to tease her with it. Seems fair. Alright, day 12. Our supplies are scarce and our morale is low. You can almost smell the desperation in the shelter. We're pretty sure there's a small group of survivors nearby, mostly old folks from a retirement home. It shouldn't be hard to borrow some of their supplies. They're old anyway, and we need them more, right? What? What is wrong with this guy? No, we don't do that. We don't go out and take stuff from old people. That's harsh. We don't need it anyway. We've got plenty of food and water. Let's move on. Shame on you, Ted. Honestly. What kind of attitude is that? Right, there we go. So we didn't get any stuff, but that's fine. There's at least we're good people. Robbing innocent people? Absolutely not. I should think so, Ted. Get a grip, man. We're not savages. We cannot stoop that low. It's important to keep our values, even in these troubled times, especially in these troubled times. Let's set a shiny example and leave these poor people alone. Dolores would love to eat something, and Ted is hungry. So, let's feed their faces. Here you go, guys. Have some scoff. Alright, we're about to go to sleep when we heard scratching from the door, at least, or at first. It sounded like an angry rat trying to eat the damn thing. We soon discovered it was something much worse. Someone is on the other side of the door trying to pry it open. We need to act. Right, well, we could shoot their faces. We haven't got the axe or the bug spray. Or we could lock the door. That's the peaceful alternative. We'll do that. The gun might be useful later on. Okay. So, here we are. The lock's gone. We didn't think that small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. Oh dear. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. -1 padlock. Everything seems okay with Dolores, and Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Great stuff. So we don't need to use up any of our rations. Where is Timmy? He should be back by now. There isn't a lot of space down here, and we can smell everything. When one of the small bricks got loose today and revealed a hole, we felt pretty sick. It's the smell coming from the hole is terrible. Should we investigate and remove the source of the stench? Oh dear. Oh dear. If we don't, things could go horribly wrong. But if we do, we might get sick. We've got no med kit. Alright, well, let's go for it anyway. We've got to get rid of the smell, I suppose. Sorry, guys. Let's hope they don't get sick. No.